with game 2 in round 1 of this championship. Between these two magnificent sides. The countdown then is on to get another fantastic game underway. We're looking forward to this one since Friday. Away we go. Osaka Bluteon in their change strip of white with captain Akihiro Yamochi get this second game underway. Osaka Bluteon were brilliant on Friday in their 3-0 victory over the Suntory Sunbirds, and they start with a massive block on one of the stars of the Suntory Sunbirds lineup. Home side then playing in red, the reigning champions in the SV.League, and Run Takahashi is blocked for the first point on the board. Osaka Bluteon starts strong then. Yamochi's second serve into court, first swing for Dmitry Mazerski, the giant Russian. 36 years of age now, Mazerski, but looking in great shape. 2 meters and 18 tall, 7 feet 2 inches, and one of the longest serving players on this Suntory Sunbirds lineup in his 7th season here in Japan. Tashionadere, one of the 2 middles out on the floor for Sunbirds. When Oniki came in as a substitute on Friday as the other. They hit Lopez early. And a very, very clever play from a clever player. First season with Osaka Bluteon for Thomas Yeshki, the USA 3-time Olympian. And a canny off-pace tip brings up point number 2. Short serve from the setter. He was really impressive. Motoki at 1 meter 93 is a tall setter, puts up a decent block. His plan of action, his gameplay was also very balanced on Friday. Managed to involve Nishida alongside supporting roles from Yeshki and Lopez, and those 3 outside attackers really did all the damage. Good ball control. Nice heavy swing. So we've seen the best of Yeshki on both sides. Left side finesse, right side pure power. And he starts with 2 solid points. Yeshki it is to serve. On the back line, nice swing from the Cuban. But Alan Diamas has picked up. He goes again. This time he makes it count. Oh, what a shot. Well, that pipe attack is clearly going to be a valuable asset to Sunbirds. Looking to go there quite a bit and quite early. Run, Takahashi to serve. Back to join his brother Rui in this Sunbird squad. Lopez loads it, hits it. And we're getting a very similar feel already from this Osaka Bluteon team. Yeshki and Lopez ticking. Nishida not under a huge amount of pressure to carry the weight of scoring. And that looks to me like the perfect balance. Larry Baridan then puts it into court. Little short serve, but the outlet, as it so often is, Dmitry Mazerski, strong, high, hits hard. Even with Sunbirds out of system, that man is always going to be available. Second of the middle blockers then, Renaniki at 2 meters and 4, one of the taller players on this team. To the net. Remind you of the 2 lineups after the thrill of the first Yuji Nishida serve. Well, not so thrilling. Straight into the net. Nishida starts in that opposite slot. Motoki will be the playmaker. Played well on Friday for Osaka Bluteon. And it's Yeshki and Lopez out wide. And through the middle. Yamochi, body down. Another big serve. This time Mizerski, but it's controlled. That was a key factor for Osaka Bluteon on Friday. They managed to get Mizerski away from the service line very quickly, and they've done it again. Lopez with his second kill of the game. On the other side of the net, Masaki Oya starts in that setting position. Onodera and Oniki through the middle. Mizerski is opposite. And then it's Deamas and Takahashi through the wing. Good control, nice dig from Nishida. Gets the return ball and pounds it. And Nishida's into the game. Two very contrasting opposite players in this match. 1m86 Yuji Nishida up against the 2m18 frame of Dmitry Mizerski. Lopez puts it long, so not the best start from the service line for Osaka Bluteon, which means that just a little bit of pressure shifted onto the side-out game. And Diamas got an ace on Friday, but didn't last the whole match. Good serve, good set, and nice reuse. Chance to put it away for Yeshki. Second time of asking, he does the job quite beautifully. Almost a beach shot down the line. Breezes past the non-existent block of Masaki Oya, who at 178, he's one of the shorter players out there on court, the setter for Suntory Sunbirds. And we're all the way back round to our first rotation very quickly. Akihiro Yamauchi to serve again. This time though, Ran Takahashi defeats the block. Second point for him, which is threaded through that seam between setter Matoki and middle blocker at Baridan. Mini break, still with Osaka Bluteon. What a pass from Yeshki. What a swing from Nishida, well defended off the block by Diamas. Well, Takahashi tries to get it off the fingertips and away, but didn't get it done quite as he wanted, and Yeshiki once again shows his class. I think Thomas Yeshiki has improved so much as a player over the last Olympiad. It's very impressive for Team USA. He's happy with this high-tempo offence. He's got good ball control, always has had. But he's got a consistency to his attack now that is impressive. Lopez called in as an extra setter. And Yeshiki does pick up the touch on the block. Might have nailed the sideline as well. And that's an early timeout call from Olivier Lacar. For the Suntory Sunbirds. Pressure's on already for the home side coach. There he is, former French international setter in the middle of that huddle, and played alongside his compatriot in the Les Bleus squad. Tilly was a hitter in his day. Three-point early cushion for Osaka Bluteon, and that's without Nishida hitting top gear. Not ready to end Sunbird's career, but that might be the missing link in the puzzle. Takahashi and Swivka out on that left side. Mizerski 23 points on Friday. It was very good, but he missed a few serves and he missed a couple of key balls as well. But he was still that driving force behind the team. From the timeout, back to work for both of our sides. Mizerski bangs it, that's painful for Eero Matoki to defend. It's part defence, part damage limitation, all Mizerski's point. Oh yeah. with the serve. Easily passed by Badidan. Leszki this time doesn't put it down. Mazerski, oh, that might be a problem. That might be a problem for Mazerski. Landed very awkwardly. Came in at the same time as the libero. And the libero just got in his way as he jumped to pokey the ball over, and he's landed very awkwardly on his right leg. Fine start. Got Osaka Bluteon and this man, Mazerski, is at the line. USA left side spike end. Puts it heavily into court. Solid enough pass. Mazerski is struggling on. Out on his left side, less familiar side, but managed to put the ball away comfortably. But you can see him favouring his left leg at the moment. Really, definitely hurting a little bit at the moment. Lopez deals with it, gets the return, and hammers that. That's a big block that Lopez has just breezed past. We hit our technical timeout with Osaka Bluteon in good nick. I think that's a really good sign when you see the players not even aware that it was time for the enforced stoppage. Osaka Bluteon are fully engaged. There's the lineup waiting in reserve, so Swiftka's still not listed amongst the starters, although he was part of the warm-up. It's the Osaka Bluteon backup crew. Everyone fully fit, by the way. Kumiya Yuichiro, the 1-year-old middle blocker, just struggling a little bit with his knee at the moment. He may not be available, but the middles have been so solid. Badidan and Captain Yamauchi were really impressive on Friday. Just provided the perfect backup to what was a very smooth offence, and they've started in the same vein. Big weight on Mazerski in this match. He has to carry a huge scoring tally. He's got to go surely high 20s, low 30s for his team to be in the mix. First middle ball for a while for the Sunbirds. It's Renaniki that puts it away. They've got to distribute, they've got to share this attacking around. Masaki Oya knows that. Can't just set every ball to Mazerski and run Takahashi. Renaniki this time puts his serve in court, and it's a middle response. Captain Yamauchi puts it away. 2 meters and 4 tall. Olympian of Japan. His 9th season with Osaka Bluteon. Signed straight out of university. Shigakuin University for the Osaka team, and Panthers as they were back then. It's not quite happening, is it, at the moment for Yuji Nishida? The superstar has been rather quiet. 2 serve errors in set 1. His serve immediately followed by the opposite serve of Mazerski. He doesn't seem to be bothering him anymore, and another crazy set through the middle. Yamauchi can't tap it down, and the ball is continued. Yeshki gets a free hit and puts it away. And there's another component of why Osaka Bluteon was so good on Friday. Out of system plays went their way more often than not, and that was way out of system. I do like the setting endeavour though from Ero Motoki. Flighted that ball on the shoot to Yamauchi from a long way off the net. That'll keep them guessing. And Lopez has missed his second serve. So that's 2 factors that haven't fired for Osaka Bluteon just yet, and they still lead by 2 points. Lopez and Nishida's serve causing damage, although Laurent Tilly wants another look at this. The French coach of Bluteon thinks this is in. That's That's why he's requested the first of potentially 2 challenges available to him in this set. Ball in, ball out is the request. It is the outer skin of the Mikasa ball that has compressed onto the outside of the line. And Lopez has an ace. I wronged him, telling you he missed 2 serves. Tilly will have nothing of it. 4th point for Lopez, and the 4th point with a comprehensive ace. Look how deep that receive is. Lopez takes a bit of pace off it, if you can believe that. And his Cuban international colleague hammers it hard. Yeshki's done it again. Oh my goodness. On only one occasion, Thomas Yeshki has failed to put the ball away, and even that was a continuation play that went on for the point. And Nishida, Superman dive for the one-handed stab dig set. How's that for quality? Nishida playing a supporting role quite nicely here. 16-11. Osaka Bluteon piling on the pressure. Nicely done. Although, in all honesty, that probably should have been defended. Tomohiro Yamamoto just getting in the way of Lopez there. Immediately goes to his teammate and apologises. But a 4-point lead is excellent. Oya in front court, the setter at 178 will be a target here. Osaka Bluteon can exploit. Great serve, but what a great pass. And Nishida into the game now. 2nd point for him. He's gone hard cross court at the Russian opposite. Lands it between both he and Alain Diamas. That's a brilliant hit. When is it ever anything but from Yuji Nishida, who has matured into the complete player? Trouble again. Mizerski out of the back line, misses. And he's missed the block as well. He doesn't like a happy man, does he? So a mixture of brilliance from Osaka Bluteon, errors from this Suntory Sunbirds team. A 6-point lead is once again forged by the visitors, and Olivier Lecata wants answers from his team. Fujinaka warming up in the background, the captain of this Suntory Sunbirds team, but the 31-year-old didn't get much court time on Friday, came on as a serving substitute when he did come on. A little run across the front court in favour of Diamas in the latter stages of the match. It's not looking good at the moment. Suntory Sunbirds and Run Takahashi's influence on the game and on this team is minor, to say the least. Better pass. Oya can exploit the middle and does so. Nishida gets a chicken wing on that, but can't keep it in play. He's got to do it, Oya. He's got to use Onodera and Aniki when he can. Onodera is not going to be used as the server. It was his rotation to serve, but it's the backup opposite, Kotara Kai, comes in. All to no avail. With a throw of the dice, doesn't work. Onodera returns to the bench as Fujinaka takes over on court, the libero. Remember, Osaka Bluteon have done this without a serving run from either Nishida, well, without a serving run from Nishida, initially it didn't look like a serving run from Lopez, but he managed to get the ace. Toki misses. Were denied a Nishida-Mazerski matchup in favour of the ball outside, and Yeshiki has done a number on Ran Takahashi. He tries to thread it down the line. Yeshiki just split blocks and puts it straight back in to the Japan international's body. 8 points then for the American in the game so far. Brilliant for him. Brilliant for Osaka Bluteon. Out of system pass again, whipped cross court by Mazerski. Oh, to be 7 feet too tall. He's got so many angles open, including that one. Scary hit. Keeping it together, Mazerski. But not able to really get into a huge points run yet. Good shot from Takahashi, tight. Oh, what a set. Beautifully done by Eromotoki. Nishida can't put it away, but not a problem for Mazerski, who almost stays connected to the big ball there, but he's put his hand in the net. Well, with that size and weight pushing into the block, you're rarely going to win the contest, and Mazerski, unfortunately, gives it away with the net touch. Lopez comes up with the point, despite ending up on his backside. Well, that is Ran Takahashi at his best. He's such a balanced hitter in the air. He's a beautiful player to watch. Real technician. And you could see that he could see the court. He could see everything available there. Nice set from Oya. Just the 3rd point in the game, though, for Takahashi, and he's been blocked twice. Rui comes in to serve. Rui Takahashi, that is his 4th season with the Sunbirds. High toss, good swing, ace. How about that from the bench? You cannot keep the Takahashis out of the game. Very nice hit. That's the way to celebrate. Now can find it again. The crowd love it. Chanting Rui's name. Good hit. Nice pass from Yeshiki. Not the best connection from the setter to Yamauchi. And they've paid the price here. They're in all sorts of bother. Nishida. Somehow Nishida gets the job done. And it's another out-of-system ball where Sunbirds were favourites, but Osaka Bluteon came up with the point. Good defence from Yeshiki. Beautiful bump right up to the tape. Exactly what the wing spikers want. None of this keep it away from the net, keep it away from the block, out of system. Chuck it straight up there. Give the hitters a chance. Now, can Nishida put one in? Oh dear. Oh dear me. 3 serve errors on the bounce from Yuji Nishida. Been a while since we've seen that. But it appears not to matter with Osaka Bluteon leading by 4. Can Mazerski close that gap from the service line? Nice pass. Well, again, that connection through the middle is just a little sluggish. Toki is not finding Yamauchi. That one slow, easy to read, and Onodera makes them pay. Good block from him, and for the first time in the opening set, Laurentili has had to consider his options and just get his team to focus here. I think he also wants to take the sting away from this next Mazerski serve. Just give the Russian a bit of time to cool his jets. Frustration for Osaka here will be that their pass was brilliant. They should have got rid of Mazerski on that first play, but it just didn't work out through the middle. And that loads more pressure onto this next play. So the options for Motoki are either Nishida out of the back line, and Nishida's not quite firing at the moment, or he goes Lopez, and Lopez to try and attack Oya, the setter. That might be the favourite here, depending on whether they can pass the ball. They can, but it's an overpass. Another chance for a point here for the Sunbirds. And hit wide by Mazerski. You might have noticed as well, they stacked Oya away from Lopez. Good thinking from the Sunbirds. Did everything right, but finished the point. And another mistake from Mazerski hands Osaka Bluteon the opportunity to finish here with Lopez at the service line. Already an ace to his name. 4 points garnered. Another huge hit. What a pass and what a swing from Dermas. Been a little quiet in set one. There's the other Cuban international on court. Quite about that. Second point. Tremendous steep hit cross court, and he loved that. And the crowd love him. Suntory Sunbirds at least making Osaka work for this. New player in. Kenji Sata, middle blocker. On for the Sunbirds. His only professional team, incidentally, straight out of university to join Suntory. Been there for 6 years now. And Yamas has been playing well, serving well. Can he find 3 points? And there's your answer. Too much pressure. You want to be the hero in those situations, but actually doing it is very difficult. Oya comes back in. He's the blocking problem in that front line for his 3 rotations in the front court. Just doesn't manage to get high enough above the net to really test these huge spikers on Osaka Bluteon's side of the net. First set point goes begging. 3 remain. Shionadera. Very cool and calm. The tip shot, but I'm not sure they're going to be as cool and calm here. Oya looks like he's going to stack one way or the other again to try and take himself away from Yeshiki. Nice serve, ball wide. Oya does go out wide on Yeshiki, and Yeshiki finishes the game. Net touch, another error from Suntory Sunbirds, and 25-21 is the opening scoreline. Osaka Bluteon make it 4 straight sets against the reigning champions. They lead here in game 2 by a set to 0. Player of the opening set, definitely Yeshiki for Osaka Bluteon. 8-point haul for him, but where wing spikers are concerned, where the left side players are concerned, it's not just about the offensive power. They have to be able to produce serves, but more than anything, they have to be able to pass the ball. It is so often an underrated skill when players are starting out in the sport of volleyball. If you can't pass, you can't really play the game. So serve reception is something you need to be concentrating on. You need to be drilling as part of your training. Players at this level with serves coming at them at 130 clicks. Just incredible to watch in terms of their ball control. The mascots for the Sunbirds down there on the court, predictably are Sunbirds. It's a lovely feel to this arena, the On Arena here in Osaka. So many fans in their red shirts, and with that overwhelming feeling of red around the court as well. It feels like the home venue. unfortunately. Suntory not able to get things rolling just yet. You have to say, a defence of their title and a 12th title in Japan looking unlikely with Osaka Bluteon in this kind of form. It's very early in the season to be saying that, and Alexander Swifka can still change the fortunes as the Sunbirds go through the year. Sorts of components can come into a long league season. And the SV.League is planned deliberately to be intense. Focus is on becoming the strongest league in the world by 2030 for both the men and the women. Changing international player rules mean that we'll see more overseas superstars involved across the 10-team franchises in the top division. And the overseas players in this match doing a fine job on both sides of the net at the moment. So the worry here for Suntory Sunbirds is that Osaka Bluteon have won that set relatively easily, and without Nishida fired and scoring from the baseline. Just has the 3 points at the moment in offence, but that is cancelled out by 3 serve errors, yet still the team in white winning 25-21. We're good to go then with set 2. Alan Diamas will be the opening server. In the red, home side, Suntory Sunbirds need a recovery in the second game of this 2-game series in the opening round, and that'll do nicely. Cuban Alan Diamas, his 4th season with the Sunbirds, opens with a fine ace, his 3rd point of the match. But the worry for Osaka Bluteon is the fact that, well, the worry for Sunbirds is the fact that Osaka Bluteon now have won 4 straight sets against them in the opening phase of this season. How does Sunbirds change things? Well, Takahashi has to get into the game more. Yamas has to up his attacking potency, and Mazerski has to cut down on those frustrating errors. He also has to deliver a couple of big service runs. Motoki with a good serve. Tricky shot for Takahashi, but makes it look easy. Number 12 returning to Japan from Italy. Set Moya. Nice work off the hands of Nishida, who's blocked him once in this game already. That didn't go down too well, I can tell you, between the 2 Japan national teammates. Still not the most comfortable connection through that middle part of the net. Neither Yamauchi or Baridan have been getting the kind of tempo ball that they want from Eero Motoki. And that's what you tend to do as a setter. You tend to just go a little slower to the middles when it's not connecting. The middles editing themselves at the moment. Not running as aggressively as they probably should. Good pancake from Motoki. It's up, but it's down. Now then, did we hear a little peep from the referee's whistle? Or was it a challenge mid-set? Now, mid-point. Now, if it's a challenge mid-point from Olivier Lecard, he might just have spoilt the party. He might just have spoilt the party. And that's the gamble that coaches take. He said it was down. He challenged mid-rally. The point played on, and Lopez was roofed. But the challenge, I think, has already happened. That's what the Osaka Bluteon players are arguing. As Masaki Oya makes his point. And Lecard, if this challenge does go through, Lecard may have denied his team a point here, because if it is proved to be kept off the floor, so if that was a legal defensive play and the ball doesn't touch the floor, the challenge happened mid-point. The point will therefore go to Osaka Bluteon. And the challenge is confirmed despite the arguments. And Luka with a cheeky smile. Sunbirds are not going to be happy.
Challenge 成功です。フロアタッチ。
That is a good defense.
ポイントサンバーズ。
Well, you win some, you lose some. Well, both teams think they've won this challenge. This is crazy. This is crazy. Well, I have to say, the pictures don't lie. That ball looked like it was kept off the floor. And Ishikawa and Nishida having a right laugh at this because Suntory Sunbirds have dodged a bullet here. And the captain, the voice of reason, Yamauchi, nowhere to be seen. He might be off court at the moment, and Eromotoki is arguing his case as well. Well, far be it for us to be negative about officials' decisions, but every so often something happens and you feel for one of the teams, and I think Osaka Bluteon have been hard done by there. Suntory Sunbirds have the point though. And that's how you get it sorted out. Let the ball do the talking, I believe the phrase is. Nishida was never, ever going to miss that in a month of Sundays. Even though it's Monday. Final game of this opening round in the SV.League. These two teams open the season and they close round one. Solid. He's been targeted a bit here in the early phases on service and free block. Takahashi makes another point. And his run to serve. Yamauchi, what a pass! Oh my goodness! Well, that is just crazy skills. 2 meters and 4 tall middle blocker, just behind the 3 meter line, passes that ball as sweet as any passer in the world, and then gets the return. That's more like it on the tempo from Motoki, the setter. Nishida cannot buy a service for love nor money. That's his 4th straight error. And the problem is that's going to play on his mind as this game goes on. He's going to have to take even more pace off. He's tried 2 off-pace serves and missed them. Well, that's nice. I really like that from Eromotoki. Just gets Nishida into the match again with another fine set. It's Delmas on his outside for his 5th point of the match. Ishikawa remains the top scorer at the moment. We've heard almost nothing from Dmitry Mazerski in this set. Lopez, heavy, passed by his Cuban teammate. Delmas gets the return ball and he's roofed. What a pickup! Oh, skills, real skills from Delmas. And it touched the block on the way to make that one of the plays of the day. Broad grin from Alan for that. Oh! I can't believe that has not been challenged. Wow. And as Mazerski hit the line, he got all out of shape on that one, didn't he? It's going to be challenged. He's not so sure. His teammates think this hit the line. Ishikawa thinks it hit the line. He jumped body shape one way, looked like he was going to lamp it down the line, and then he got all that shape in the air and ended up just kind of brushing it across his body, still with power and letting it spin. And this may just have got down to the court in time. Let's have a look.
Challenge成功 Point Sunbirds.
I'm not going to even go to the idea that that was planned. There was something going on with Mazerski. And beats them. Goes high, goes hard, and flat off the top of the block. 9 points in the game as he pings the fingers of Oliveira. This is warming up nicely. Set 2 looking like a much closer contest at the moment. Yamoichi goes deep, Ran Takahashi passes well, and the ability for the modern game left side players to pass the ball on the back foot beyond the front foot for that kind of tempo attack is stunning. And that was a stunning hit. Takahashi hits 5 points. Serve again from Daumas, out of system. Yeshki forced to work his magic once more, can't put it away. Mazerski out of the back line can. And suddenly things look a lot better for the home side. Sunbirds go to a 3-point lead. It's meat and drink for Mazerski. Plenty of seam to aim at. And if he can get it past the block, the defenders usually stand no chance. Once again, heavy serve. Again, passed well. Yeshki super pacey out wide. Puts his 10th point away, so double figures for Yeshki. He remains key for Osaka Bluteon. They're still waiting for Lopez and Nishida to really come to the party here. Suntory Sunbirds reliant on Mazerski and Ran Takahashi, but Daumas is contributing. Nice touch, good defensive play. And Yeshki this time misses the block. First error that he's made. 17 points into the second set, and that's the first thing he's done wrong in the match. Looking very good now for the reigning champions. Good pass. The set was telegraphed from Hiromotoki, but setters need to do that. They need to attract the attention of the other middle blocker before they fire it out wide. But this one does go to Buddy Dunn, and he's done remarkably well. He's almost punched that through the block. Hiromotoki still persisting in there, trying to open the middle as much as possible. Yeshki follows his hitting error with a serving error. Things just changing by way of momentum at the moment. Player serves. 3 good rotations with Mazerski front court on the block, and this is getting messy from Osaka Bluteon. Superb. Absolutely superb. So technical timeout arrives. Chance for both coaches to have a chat, but it would be Lauren Tilley who's the most worried of the two. While Yuji Nishida isn't completely absent, he's not really contributing the volume of points that we would expect normally from him. 26 on Friday. Points, that is, not age. tonight, though. Not able to get into the game at the moment. Lopez is a little under strength as well. Getting control now on serve reception. Very smart hitter, as he always has been in front court, but Mazerski have to keep firing here. First time, though, in this tie, across the two games, that Suntory Sunbirds look like they might get a set. Everything else has been captured. Well, I'm really surprised at this, but he's persisting with the middle ball. It's still not that clean. Ero goes to Buddy Dan again, and Dan's done a fine job on the last two shots to make sure he wins the point. His serve, easily passed. And nicely out of the back line. Diamas is defended brilliantly. It's not coming back. It's not coming back, would you believe it? It's Nishida again that's managed to process the ball. Super hit. Fantastic defense from Ebari Dan. What a chase from Ero Motoki. And Nishida's misbumped it. Crazy. He's hurt himself. He's collided heavily with those LED advertising hoardings at the back. They're hot when you touch them, but they're also pretty solid when you collide with them. Let's hope that's not a problem for Ero Motoki. Not quite the connection, but Yashiki goes power tip for the point. Shaking that hand and wrist. Full stretch as he makes it. Well, they still look pretty relaxed down there, Osaka Bluteon, but they've got some work to do here. Beautifully done. And he's starting to look like the pro we know he is, Ran Takahashi. Getting smoother and smoother in this match. Nishida thinks that was going out. Lopez gets stopped. And Yamahiro Yamamoto is not going to be player of the month here. Mazerski with the block. He's getting more and more influential in the game. But that first hit from Nishida looked like it was going wide, and the libero played it. Changes of foot. Here comes Nishiyama. And the backup setter, Nakamura Shinzuki. So a double sub. It's not bad, is it, for your first swing in the match? Nicely done from Hiroto Nishiyama, 21-year-old wing spiker that can play left and right side. Looks like he's being asked to do a job right side here. Heavy swing. Brilliant from Lopez. Goes down as an ace for the Cuban. Just what Osaka Bluteon need. And clearly Laurent Tilly is concerned, because it takes something to bring Nishida off court. The fans hate it when he leaves the playing surface. Lopez drilling that serve. And enough of a concern for Olivier Lecard to call timeout here. That's incredible. So when he jumps, Lopez, you see that blue logo on the front of the shirt, the Bluteon logo? He comfortably gets that above the net tape. That's when he's front court. Now he's back court, just translate that. So he's hitting down on his serve. He's hitting straight power topspin over the top of the net. Can he do it again? He can, but it's long. Good timeout from Olivier Leca. Looks good for Sunbirds. Sochi Fujinaka, the libero on the Sunbirds side of the net, just having a quick chat with front court. Mazurski again gets the toss into a strange position. Lopez is flying. Oh my goodness, that's why he's one of the most entertaining players in the world. That's why people pay money to watch athletes that can do that. Oh, stunning. And that's what makes this SV.League crazy fun. Kimura Shunzuki is still the on-court setter. Nice, nice. Equal power from Taishi Onodera. Work. Look at the tempo here. It's right off the top of the set. It's not quite zero tempo, but it's still pacey. Yamas. Open the set with an ace and follows with another one here. He set the tone early, and Suntory Sunbirds have just simply continued from there. Lovely service. And that really tested Yeshki. It's taken a while, taken 4.5 sets in fact, but for the first time in this encounter, we are seeing what Suntory Sunbirds can do. And a massive factor in that has been that Alan Diamas, the Cuban, has come to the party. So he's now contributing equally with Ran Takahashi and with Dmitry Mazurski, and with those three prongs operating just like it was for Osaka Bluteon, with Lopez, Yeshki and Nishida on Friday. When those components are happening, then you know you can get the opponents under pressure. Yamas out of the timeout, hits a cracking serve. Pressure ball for Yeshki, and he's managed to negotiate that block yet again. 12-point for him, slightly quieter in this set. We've got another challenge. It's very stop-start, isn't it? Or was it just a substitution? It was just a substitution. My apologies. Nishida comes back in. And they're going to play this next rally without a setter. He gets the ball bounced off his head by Ran Takahashi. They deliberately stack the block that way round to give Yeshki a go at Takahashi, but too good from the Japan international. And back on comes the original setter, so Ero Motoki is back in. And Morantili has rolled his dice in the second set, but it doesn't look like it's going to come out in favour of his team. Nishida asked to pass the ball and does so. Follows it up with the most exquisite attack. The seam to work with, but still made it look very good indeed. Just 6 points in the game for Nishida at the moment. Very sparse contribution. That's going to need to be upped if they want to win this game. Yeshki Nishida, good serve. Diamas without the best pass, and as soon as this is out of system, the blockers are in business. Lopez, Nishida and Ebadi-Dan make the three-man block. And it's that right hand of Lopez that does the damage. Let's see if they can find Diamas again. They can. Better pass. And a fantastic play. That's just exquisite. Set to Renoniki, and he turns it and snaps it down. Excellent control on the ball. Oya to serve. Again, 3 rotations with Mazurski front court. This should be Suntory's set. And it will be now. Ebadi-Dan slaps it wide. We're going to go 1-1 here in the Erion Gymnasium. That's barring something miraculous from the service line for Osaka Bluteon. And that's what they need. They need Nishida to join the game. It's back to that organic nature. The whole situation. Tomita Shoma comes in for serving and defence duties. Yeah, it ebbs and flows for players. It's rare that you get a player that pounds away for 3 or 4 sets without stop. Players will drift in and out of the game form-wise. It's time for Nishida to up the ante. Diamas' supporting role has been quite superb in this second set. 2 thunderbolt aces and some very steady side-outs. 3 points away from levelling the match, and 3 points away from winning their first set this season, Suntory Sunbirds. Flips the net and drifts wide from Takahashi. First thing he's done wrong this set. Nishida trying to put his first serve of the game in. He does finally get one in. And it should have produced a point. Yoshiki and Nishida end up getting in each other's way there. I wonder if that was going in. Yes. Shimokawa. Backup setter comes in on the Sunbirds side just to hit the serve and play defence. No. And I'm afraid the Osaka Bluteon offence for the first time this season is looking shaky. The rhythm, the flow, the balance that they had has disappeared. Might be Nishida time. Ace? No. Not sure they're going to challenge here. Set points. You don't want to delay the match too long at this moment when your team is in the ascendancy. But it's just going to be the straight substitution. So Renoniki comes on briefly and then goes straight back off as substitute. Ishikawa returns to the bench, and Libero Fujinaka comes on immediately after that. So Lopez, last chance saloon in set 2 for Osaka Bluteon. Big serve, big pass, and big defense, but it's a free ball. And Mazurski with a one-paced approach. He literally did nothing there. Step back one, step in one, bang it home. 25-19. And Suntory Sunbirds are... Away we go with set number 3. It's level. And for the first time in this opening round tie, Suntory Sunbirds, the home side, the reigning champions in red, look like the team we know they can be, and that's still without new signing Alexander Swivka, who will be hopefully fit to return to action very soon. Good put away from Ran Takahashi. Both he and Dmitry Mazersky and Cuban Alan Diamas, who's just about to serve, have been the key factors. And they are now playing, and playing well. Lopez, the other Cuban, unloads. Diamas, his teammate on the Cuban side, defends him. Lopez clips it, beautifully done. Kept off the floor by Fujinaka. And they just can't get that ball into play. Mazersky, with the error, allows Osaka Bluteon onto the scoreboard. That's a very good defensive touch. Those power tips, those off-pace finesse shots are really tricky to get on the end of. Fujinaka doing superbly well there. Good pass from him as well, and nicely put on the floor by Taishion Adera. Suntory Sunbirds' middle offense has definitely worked better. Oya's really persisted with it. And he's got his teammate a free net there. And set from Masaki Oya. Lopez passes well. There's the man that needs to cook from here on in. Yuji Nishida has to be the man for Osaka Bluteon. And this is the phase of his game that has been a problem. He's actually only managed to get one serving court out of all of his visits. This jump serve is a game changer. Takes the pace off to make sure of it. Diamas, supreme from the back line. Lovely pipe attack, like the tempo on that from Oya. Suntory Sunbirds have clicked. Looks like a different team now. Osaka Bluteon are going to have to play very hard to knock them out of this rhythm. Here's a man that can knock them out of the rhythm. Lopez bangs it. Fujinaka with the pass. Mazersky out on the left side, can't make the shot. And Yeshiki gets off the floor to keep it in play. Very good defense. Very good from Lopez to put that ball right onto Ero Matoki's head. And the super smooth tempo offense out wide. Yeshiki ready to put it away. Make that 13 points for the American in the game. The leading scorer at the moment. Oh, wow. That was hit very, very hard. Kicked back impressively. No points, of course. Ran Takahashi to serve then at 4-all. He's put a couple of big balls into court from the baseline. Net just slows it down. And Lopez with a demolition job. That is an insane hit. And when your own teammates turn to you and raise their eyebrows, you know you've hit this hard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is good. And Mazersky tumbles to the floor again. Tweaked his knee in set one. Let's hope that's not an issue. Lopez with a murderous kill. Too easy. Too easy for Diamas to find the floor. There were players in attendance, but nobody could get near it. 8 points then for the Cuban, the smiling Cuban. Unusual for Nishida not to give that a go. He loves a bit of defense. It's not happening, is it, for Yuji Nishida? Roofed. Osaka Osaka Bluteon are struggling to get things going again after the break. I did think it would affect Suntory Sunbirds a little more, who'd finally found their rhythm, but they've come out really positive here. Have the team in red. Goodness me, Lopez is hitting the ball hard. I first saw him in an international versus the USA a few years ago in the Osaka region. And, it was kind of in a shopping centre style volleyball court. A little gladiatorial theatre feel to it. But it's one of those moments, and I'm sure you've all had these, one of those moments where you watch a player in action for the first time and you are just blown away. Lopez was so good from everywhere on court. He hit the ball with tremendous ferocity. Good serve, great pass, and lovely from Nishida. Well, he's got to be mature about this, the 24-year-old. He can't be the superstar every game. There are some games when he just has to go to work. And this is a day of work for him, and he's got to try and get this right. 9 points in the match now for Yuji Nishida. His serve is tamed by the net. Yamas tries to go line, but the block intercedes. And Lopez has done it again. Lopez has hit a rich vein of form here. And Aramatoki, the setter, knows it, so he knows where to go. Breezes over the top of Oya, the setter. Just long from Yoshiki. Do they fancy a challenge? They do. Tilly has actually gone on the say-so of a couple of players there. Lopez and the setter Matoki both suggesting that was it. Just out. Just out. So Laurent Tilly loses the challenge. Bluteon loses the point. Suntory Sunbirds get to see if Alain Diamas can find power with this serve. He's served really well in the match so far without wanting to jinx it. Tell you how on the edge of the envelope the players are operating at. It is right out there at the ranges of human performance when you see some of these shots. Well, cheeky set, ambitious set through the middle, and it hasn't worked. That's a mad kill from Miguel Angel Lopez. Onodera thought he won the point, actually. Occasionally happens when it's that tight to the net. The blocker thinks they've got it. Double figures then for Lopez. Yeah, off the arm, off the head of Ran Takahashi and down inside the net. That's more like it. That's more like it. Well, clearly, in the break, Olivier Lecard, former French setter, has been talking extensively with his setter, Masaki Oya, and he's asking him to try and keep working the middle. Onodera, who put it away, puts it in the net. serve errors affecting the momentum here for the Sunbirds. They've come out with purpose, but then they're not quite finding that full attacking rhythm. Now we're back to the Nishida serve. This is the component of the game for Osaka that has to work, and that one does, but it's a good pass. Beautifully hit. Nishida gets the defense on Takahashi and comes back with a strong shot. Block contains him. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Masaki Oya. And boy, did he enjoy that one. In the land of the giants, clever is king. Superbly done. Was fully aware that Yamauchi had already committed on a block step. Yeah, brings his team back into this match. Lopez continues to hammer away like a scary hammery thing. Once we hit the technical timeout, Lopez is just in golden form right now in set 3. To think about once again. See a lot of players with quite heavily taped fingers, and it's for a specific reason. When you're hitting the ball this hard, you can get lots of little hematomas, lots of little burst blood vessels, particularly around the joints where the bone can press up against the skin as you're swinging, and the pressure can build in the hands. So a lot of players that hit the ball very hard tape their fingers. It's not just for effect. Although I do remember it being a cool thing to do. Ago when I was starting out playing. That and the fashion for wearing one knee pad as well. We used to do some silly things. Nothing silly about these two teams though. They are world class, absolutely top of the game. Another superstar puts it into play. Lopez goes off pace, well defended by Fujinaka. Mazurski is defended by Lopez. Lopez is on fire right now, and Yeshki needed to put that away to complete a miracle point, but it's not happened. Having been the star of the show in the early phases, Thomas Yeshki just going off the boil a bit here, and he knows it. That shot would have been killed for fun in set 1. Takahashi to serve. Suntory still trying to break down this 1-point lead. Nice pass on the tough serve. Yoshiki goes power tip and just dancing down the line. This has become a more and more popular play, not just indoors but on the beach as well. Run fast to the point of attack, get the ball set to you fast, and then if it's not hittable, just simply tip it to the floor. There's nothing simple about it in this game. Lopez sprints past Yamauchi and nearly gets there. He's cleaned up a cameraman on the way. The press photographer's down by the side of the court. Gets up and close and personal with Lopez. Hello, good afternoon. He's absolutely fizzing, Lopez, right now. Nishida tips, good pickup. And Mazurski puts it away. First contribution from Dmitry Mazurski in a while. He's getting closer to double figures. He's such a massive star here in Japan. In every sense of that word. Oh, they've got him. They've got Lopez. And it's Sonadera that gets the shutdown. Fabulous blocking from him, and it needed to happen because Lopez was controlling the show. And for the first time in this third set, he's met his match. Sunbirds force the lead. Nishida, beautiful swing again. It's this timing of his movements. It's getting all of those parts going in the right direction at the right time, and it's that timing that produces the power. He is a stunning athlete. Double figures for Yuji Nishida. 14 apiece, great match. Good pass, Yamas. Out of the back line, Takahashi again makes it look so easy. And that celebration after the shot probably tells you quite a bit here. Takahashi is delighted that his team are playing now. And he's feeling the pressure. He wants to perform for the fans. He wants a result for the fans. And he wants a result for this franchise. Rizerski's having to do less work. Now Diamas and Takahashi have joined the game, and that's the best middle attack we've seen from Osaka Bluteon in a while. Laria Baridan with the kill. Matoki finding him at pace. Lopez returns to the front court. Yoshiki goes off pace with the serve. Diamas making the shot. It's weird, although Osaka Bluteon were up on the scoreboard in the early phases, it never felt like they were the team that were dominant in this set. It always felt like Suntory Sunbirds were on the front foot coming out of the break. Just long, so crowd reacting, thinking a potential ace for the Cuban, but Diamas misses. Laria Buddy down with the serve. And another ball goes off the block and away. Is having a rather good game at the moment. Through the middle for the Sunbirds. Now, can he put this serve in? He missed his last one. One step forward, one step back at the moment for Teishi Onodera. Second season with Sunbirds, having signed from JT Thunder Hiroshima. Nishida composes himself. He knows every time he visits the service line, it's a chance to change everything. Good serve, out of system. Takahashi hits the fingertips. Yeshiki passes onto the front foot, doesn't get the return ball. That was always going to be Nishida's. And a tremendous kill. That point belongs to him. 11 points in the game now for the lefty. That's a fine set. Out on the Toki. This has been a real seesaw battle in set 3. It's been fantastic. Back and forth. Osaka Bluteon once again. Push ahead. Bluteon, incidentally, blue to eon. That's how it roughly translates. Which means eternal blue for the team playing in white. It's their change strip. They played in the blue in the Tokyo Metropolitan Gymnasium on Friday, but they went into their away strip for this match in the Edion Gymnasium against local rivals, Suntory Sunbirds. Timeout, Olivier Lecar. Let's see if that just causes problems for the serve of Nishida. No, it doesn't. He's found his rhythm. Mind you, Dmitry Mazerski has 2. That is a valuable finish from Mazerski. Takes him into double figures, but also sees off the service of Nishida. He may get back to the line, but it would require a pretty straightforward side-out game for him to do so, and then he can influence the set late in the day. Mazerski will be trying to influence the set soon from the service line as well in a couple of rotations. Good defense from Diamas. Tight. A little too tight this time for Mazerski. Fine block. So Lopez might have got all of this. Well, combination of Lopez and Yamauchi. Lopez to serve. Clips the net. Another system pass. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was absolutely roasted by Mazerski. It's long, but that was a fast hit. And that's the kind of error that we saw from Mazerski in set 1. That was the ball his team needed him to kill. He's been blocked already. He needed to put that away, and he hasn't. He's gone straight over the top of the block and straight out. Second time out for Olivier Lecar. And for the first time in the set, we've got a clear favourite. Osaka Bluteon will try and hang on to this lead to get it out to a 2-1. And that's real frustration for Lecar, for this Sunbirds team, and for the fans in particular, because they were playing. Suntory Sunbirds were playing. They got that balance just ticking over. The consistency had returned, but Osaka Bluteon still got these players they can call on, the likes of Lopez and Nishida and Yeshki under pressure. Fabulous serve. Not put away again by Mazerski. Here's a chance for Yeshki. He can't finish. Oh, super defense off the top of the block from Lopez. Nishida out of system, nails it straight into the block. And Mazerski recovers the situation. Well, he hits this ball so hard. When it goes past the block, it's impressive. When it comes off the block, it generally goes straight down. If you can't find the angle, it goes steep. Too easy. Well, Takahashi misses an important serve. Changes. Comes Hiroto Nishiyama. On court in the front line just to provide a bit of extra height here. So a little roll of the dice from Laurent Tilly. No setter on court for Osaka Bluteon. And you've got to love it when a plan comes together. The plan was all serve and block, and the plan has worked. Yeshki provides the stop on Mazerski. Brilliant blocking. Yeshki's 14th point of the match. Or thereabouts. Yamauchi. Not a safe serve it should have been, and he knows it. The captain knows it. That was not really part of how they were trying to play those points with all blockers out there. So the changes happening on the Osaka Bluteon side of the net. Rui Takahashi is going to come in for service duties as Ero Motoki returns to the floor for Bluteon. And for the Sunbirds, it's Rui Takahashi, who served really well in the opening set from the bench, coming in to see if he can find an ace or two. That would be very handy. Good serve. Solid pass. A nice tempo to the wing, but well blocked by Mazerski. And well defended. Just wonderful stuff. It's too tight though. Oh, how on earth did Yeshki get hands on that? That's brilliant from the American. It's brilliant from the Sunbirds. Here we go again. Nishida can't put it down. What a point. And Mazersky is defended. Oh, this is incredible volleyball. Diamas has missed it. And Osaka Bluteon have the point. Player's asking for a touch. He's not going to get it. That is one of the best rallies you will see on a volleyball court. Players absolutely on top of their game, keying into the hits and hitting it so hard, and the defenders just working miracles, heroic stuff. But it ends 23-20 to Osaka Bluteon, 2 points away from a 2-1 lead. This time covered. Good hands on it again in the front line. Yeshki, 3 blockers to beat, beats them but can't beat the defence. Another free ball opportunity. Lopez out of the back line, and he's got his blocker. Tags the hands and takes Osaka Bluteon to 4 set points. Wonderful, wonderful rallies. We've hit the point in the game where both teams are absolutely firing on all cylinders. Well, if Osaka Bluteon can go 2-1 up after the trouble they were in at the end of set 2, it will be a real feather in their cap. It's going to have to be on a side out. Toki it to the net. But running from backcourt, he's got 3 attackers available in the front line, including Nishida and Yeshki, but they've to go to their other sides, as it were. Yeshki right side, Nishida left, as Kenji Sata comes into the middle. Mazersky to save the day. It's long, and set 3 is over in favour of the visitors. Quietness descends on the Edion Gymnasium here in Osaka, as Osaka Bluteon take it 25-21 for a 2-1 lead after the break. And the visitors looking good for another victory here in the opening round of the SV.League. Well, I was waxing lyrical about Suntory Sunbirds' start to that third set, and there were times when they looked like the dominant force. It was only really Miguel Angel Lopez's hitting that had kept Osaka Bluteon in the set. Then it clicked. Nishida came to the party, Yeshki came to the party. The defence and the blocking was outstanding. And Osaka Bluteon pushed away once more in that critical final part of the set. Once again, it's Olivia Lacar that has a problem to solve here. Still think that Sunbirds with Swivka in the lineup is going to be something a little bit special. That's not to take anything away from Alan Diamas, who's a fine player, but you've seen in this match just a couple of occasions when it really mattered. Both he and Mazersky have not been able to make the shots. Gymnasium sponsor. You'll see plenty of fantastic gymnasiums, sports halls and arenas during the course of this wonderful SV.League season. And that's a major factor here in Japan. Fantastic facilities and incredible crowds. There's an old Panasonic So not only a point for the Suntory Sunbirds, but an early loss of a challenge for Laurent Tilly. So he's going to have to be really careful here, with a lot of points still to go in this set. Now Takahashi serves off pace but in. Yamauchi's forced to pass it. He doesn't pass it well, and Lopez tips straight into that mighty block of Mazerski. Well, it's a little early to be going there, I'll admit, but there's a faint whiff of a five-setter in the air here. Can Osaka Bluteon change the direction of this set? Good serve. Catches Nishida. He can't put it down. Should be 4-1. There it is. The Amas continues to earn his place on court here. And it's what you want to see as a coach. You know, we often talk about an embarrassment of riches, a problem in terms of too many good players available for the same playing positions. But if you transfer that to the training hall, well, you've got superstars going head-to-head in training, battling for places on court. That can only produce a high level of training. It can only help the squad really hone their skills. Earliest timeout we've seen Laurent Tilly call in the series. So 5 points gone. He's a challenge down and a timeout down. That all plays into the hands of Sunbirds. Fujinaka in the number 13 shirt, the libero. Apologies, Tomohiro Yamamoto, number 13 shirt. Nice. Towering. Shieshiki goes to point number 15. Had a very good game in set one. Has been steady since then, but less influential. It's required Nishida and Lopez to become the main cannons. Good serve. High roof gymnasium, so that ball's still in play. Oh, my goodness me. And De Armas gets his compatriot good and proper there as he shuts down Lopez for fun. Oh, that is steep. Monster block. 11 points now for De Armas. Nice. Yamauchi steps up. Not had much influence on the match, to be honest, Yamauchi. That'll do, though. He might be able to hear those young children next to one of the courtside microphones. Having a lot of fun watching this game. And Lopez's magic has just deserted him for the moment. Chance for Suntory Sunbirds to push on a little further with Mazerski's serve. Look how far back he is. That's a huge hit. Good work this from the Sunbirds. And Takahashi applies the finishing touch, but it was all set up by the heavy serve of Dmitry Mazerski. Takahashi nearly in double figures now. That's a three-man block, well established as well, and Rana's beaten it. Hush descends. The next Mazerski serve. He's tossing that ball a long way inside, and it looks a little awkward, but it's his second ace. Right on the baseline. Five sets now. He's looking like a real possibility. Lovely serve, lovely pass. And Lopez back to his best. Magic wasn't tarnished for long. Some hit. Some hit. Take a bow, Miguel. Good block, great retrieve from Fujinaka. Oh, stunning, stunning volleyball again. That is quality. Ishikawa made absolutely sure of that one. What on earth has happened here? I think we've had a rather unfortunate collision. As players chase that ball down, it's Lopez who makes the play and then just cannot stop himself going into the crowd. Well, every so often you see this happen. What he's tried to do is he's tried to jump and roll over the top of the fans because he didn't want to cause any damage to anyone watching the match. Doing so, he's roughed himself up a bit. This is a worrying moment for Osaka Bluteon. Nishida in immediate attention, just explaining to the physio what's happened, and Lauren Tilly looking understandably worried. Let's hope that's not an issue for Lopez, who's playing quite brilliantly in this match at the moment. Well, they make him tough in Havana. And Lopez survives an altercation with the grandstand. Ishikawa on hand with a suitable quip. Why do your teammates laugh when you get hurt? Fortunately, it's like it's nothing serious. Brave defense, very brave indeed. Osaka Bluteon won the point. To the point. Yamauchi to serve after the break. Still a good position here for Suntory Sunbirds. Nice short serve. The overpass is dispatched by Ishikawa. He finds his points form again. I love that short serve. Yamauchi hitting his opposite middle blocker. And Onodera can't control it. Needs another ball in court here. Does so. Hits Onodera again. Overpass again. Oh yeah. Competes well. But it's still a freebie. Oh, brilliant. Just brilliant. Laria Paridan getting high, holding his position, waiting for the block to show. Banging it away from his body for the kill. Nice piece of setting with the block loaded for the ball to Ishikawa. Didn't fancy flighting it to Nishida either. This is a good comeback from Osaka Bluteon. Ishikawa goes off pace, tries for the reuse. The block is strong. So clever when the players recycle these days, but it's a little bit of a lottery. You kind of throw it into the washing machine of the block and see what comes up. Block successful on that occasion for 9-7. The Amas to serve. I'm sure you at home all felt that there was pressure on that serve. You could see Diamas thinking that this was the chance to just forge a lead again. That pressure counts. That pressure really does affect the swing on the serve. Matoki slightly safer jump float. Mazurski out of the back line. Hits it hard, but hits it wide. referee's giving it in. Osaka's initial celebration is curtailed. Mazeski's got himself another point. He really does work the extremities of the court, the peripherals, very well. Good pass, Lopez. Nishida defended nicely. That's just a beautiful hit. It really is. And that's back to the training hall. That's the thousands of repetitions that these players put in. I'd like you to hit the tee 10 times in a row. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you train at that level. No, not happening for Nishida at the moment in this set. And another point for Takahashi. 2 in a row then for Run Takahashi. Takes him comfortably into double figures. And the 12-point technical timeout arrives. Suntory Sunbirds are in pretty good shape at the moment in set 4. Along with his Japan teammate Ishikawa, probably 2 of the finest technical exponents in the game of volleyball right now. Takahashi and Ishikawa. Ishikawa choosing to stay in Italy this season. A lot of talk about him leaving Italy and returning to Japan. The temptations must be there because this SV.League is tremendous. We expect to see him return before this next Olympiad is out. Shoma comes into the pass. 1 meter 90 tall wing spiker. Nice hybrid serve, but well controlled. Great dig from Mazeski. Osaka go again, and this time Nishida makes it count. Just hasn't been the flow to his game today that they would like, and Lopez has unfortunately limped away to the dressing room, so that collision with the grandstand looks like it might have cost Osaka Bluteon one of their superstars. This game is wide open for Suntory Sunbirds now. Very disappointing departure for Lopez. Let's hope it's nothing serious. Looks like Shoma is in for good. Easy read, nice block. Oniki shutting down a body down. Had a bit of work to do as well. Did it nicely. Well, plenty of changes happening here. Here comes Nishikawa. Nishikawa. Osaka Bluteon have lost some of their shape. But it's good work. It's very good play. Players from the bench have come on to great effect. Ishikawa puts it away. This is going to be a very difficult game for Osaka Bluteon to win from here. It's going to be given as a throw. is called against the middle player. Got hold of it. Shut it. That's according to the referee. The referee's decision is final. A challenge on those subjective decisions about how you execute a skill. Oh, wow. Heavy hit from Mizerski, and the thumbs up as he goes to 15 points. And Mizerski and Takahashi have a real opportunity here to get this game over the line in the absence of Lopez, who's limped off out of the arena injured. Well, Takahashi's serving has just deserted him in the last 2 sets. Everything else has looked very solid still though. And the Sunbirds fans know that this is a chance. He continues to attack. He's a slightly cumbersome middle player. He's not the most pleasing on the eye, but he gets it done. His coach's delight. Loses his place on the way to the serving line though. With Takahashi, server from the bench supreme, comes in. Clever defense, well played by Takahashi. Got it again. Oh yeah, this time. Bumped high for Mizerski. And he plants it on the baseline once more. It's all smiles at the moment from Big Dimitri. I thought he'd have to go into the high 20s for the Sunbirds to win this game, but Takahashi and the Amas have really stepped up. So they are putting a lot of points into the mix as well. And Mizerski's just having to do what he has to do now and again. That's pressure on him. 5-point lead for the Sunbirds. Lauren Tilly calls timeout. We are surely going to 5, unless something quite spectacular happens. We're going to 5 sets, and Osaka Bluteon are going to have to play that without Lopez. Don't have a massive squad, Osaka. That's where the teams with the bigger squads will really get the benefit as the season goes on and injuries are going to happen. To be able to cover those positions, and at the moment, the inclusion of Tomita Shomo in the outside position for Lopez has not cut the mustard. That's why the setter is going to try and bring Nishida into the action as much as possible. I think Ero Motoki is preparing for set 5, where Nishida is going to have to be the star. It's around the 13-point mark for him. What a serve. It's a good serve, but it's not a Lopez serve. Mizerski is coming into his own. He's now starting to take control of this match, Dimitri Mizerski. And having gone from a kind of supporting role to the heavy lifting work from Takahashi and Diamas, he's now moved into a starring role. Good pass, well played. Ero Motoki Both setters have had a go at the second ball over, and both setters have done it successfully in the game. Mochi with the serve, easy pass, and easy kill. Yamas made that look very smooth indeed. It's a really good set from Moya under pressure.
Suntory Sunbirds, number 2, Sato.
Kenji Sato comes in. Finally a hit. Yeshiki wins it. Somebody on the Osaka Bluteon side of the net willing to step up here. Can Nishida grab this match by the scruff of the neck and deny Sunbirds a fifth set? Great advocate about this stage in a set of, if you do have to call a timeout and you're still comfortably up on the scoreboard, just let your players know. Take a look at the board, boys. You know, we've got a lead we can take to the bank here. Three points up in a high-pressure match will feel great. Nishida starting to look more and more like the key for Osaka Bluteon. The final stages of this match, a match that looks like it's going to 5. Takahashi team another point. He too, along with Mazurski, has to keep firing. Really nicely done out of the back line. Omar showing what he can do, and that'll be key as well. Lopez is big shoes to fill, but Shoma will have to do that. Shoma's going to have to contribute. Yeshiki to serve. A super game so far. And it just gets better and better. Yeshiki steps up. 19 points for the American, and this ace has come at the right time, exactly the right time. Timeout called by Olivier Lecard, and suddenly Sunbirds will be feeling the heat again. I think it's got to be do or die stuff from Osaka Bluteon. It's all well and good putting the ball in court and going percentages, but I just think Mazurski, Takahashi and Delmas too good at the moment. I think you have to hit them out of rhythm. So it's all or nothing from the service line for Osaka Bluteon. So Yoshiki just made to pause for a moment on his serve run. Needs to restart again. Again, see how deep that serve reception is for the Sunbirds. It's a flat 3, about a metre in from the baseline. And this time, the error. Good timeout. And that might be Osaka Bluteon's last chance in this fourth set. Sunbirds sided out to win from here, but they've got Mazursky in the front line for 3 rotations. It's all good for the home team. There's the man, though, who can win the match for Osaka Bluteon still. Nishida gets himself another kill, but it's been anything but easy for him today. Nice serve. Sluggish defence though. Mazursky is in commanding form. Side out brings Nishida to the service line, which is probably their last chance, and Nishida nearly decapitates Oya. That is amazing defence. I'm not sure how much Oya knew about it. And another ball, this time he's blocked. Here's a chance for a massive point. That is a wonderful, wonderful sequence of volleyball from the Sunbirds. Oya takes the plaudits, but the smile from Dmitry Mazursky tells you all you need to know. He knew nothing about that. He just got hit. It was the chase from Ran Takahashi, which was quite brilliant. Brave stuff from Oya. Takahashi to serve. Off pace, easy pass for Yamauchi. And just taps it past the block to the floor. Good work from the middleman again. The captain has run that play a couple of times in this game when he's been hit with the service. There we go, the one knee pad is still fashionable. Get on to Ishikawa then, into the action. 193 tall wingman, Nishida to try and save the day. What a serve. Oh my goodness. Still the chance is there though, and Takahashi bangs it. It's in. Oh, great defence. Mazursky. Oh, it's not coming back. That's not coming back. And there we go. This feeling of inevitability that we've had in set 4 from quite early on that became a feeling of reality once Lopez limped back to the dressing room has finally arrived. 4 set points to force the tiebreaker. Well, they're going to have to do it on a side out. They've got 3 opportunities to do it. At last, Ran Takahashi is smiling. It's on a there up in the picture, but it was Takahashi with a grin as he got off the floor. He looks a lot more relaxed. Does Mazursky, who's in command right now, top scorer in the match for the moment. He's still Yoshiki, level with Mazursky. Tomita prepares to serve. Here we go then for the set. Yamas can't put it down. Oh no, he can. He can. 25-21, it's 2-all here in Osaka. Tremendous game of volleyball. And we are going to need a tiebreaker set to decide the winner. Captains will go to the net then to toss the coin and decide who's going to serve, who's going to play which side of the net. Osaka Bluteon have to work out how they're going to cover Lopez here. It's going to have to be a starring role from Yuji Nishida, and Tomaszewski's going to have to get back to that set one form if they're going to win it. I think Takahiro Yamauchi has just signalled that his team are going to serve. Looks like both teams might be staying on the same side of the net until we go to that change at 8 points to ensure no advantage from one end or the other. It's the tiebreaker on the way then. Thrills and spills all the way here in the Edion Gymnasium in Osaka to finish off round one of this brand new Dodo SV.League here in Japan. It's been a fantastic exhibition of volleyball from all teams concerned over the last few days. JTEC Stings and VC Nagano Tridents sharing the honours, 3-1 apiece in their two-game series. Same for Hiroshima Thunders, covering the series with Torre Arrows, Shizuoka. The Wolf Dogs of Nagoya coming out victorious in both matches against Toyota Great Bears by 3-1. And then Sake Trailblazers getting it over the line in both games against Fureas Hokkaido. 5-setter and then 4 sets to follow. And this is the one game that remains to be decided in round one of our SV.League competition. Sunbird fans, complete with mascots, hoping that this will be an opening victory for the reigning champions. Well, they look pretty good. Mazerski in commanding form, 19 points for him, alongside Yeshiki's 19 points on the other side of the net for Osaka Bluteon. They're shining lights at the moment, but Alan Diamas, Ran Takahashi hold the key alongside Mazerski. For Osaka Bluteon, Lopez off the court, that man, Yuji Nishida, has to step up to the plate, as does Yeshiki in this 5th and final set. Just about good to go then with the tiebreaker. Tomohiro Yamamoto, the libero, getting his players fired up. Away we go then with set 5. It's the shootout to 15 points to decide it between Osaka Bluteon in the white and the home side, Suntory Sunbirds, the reigning champions. And they put the first point on the floor. Another very smooth hit from Renoniki. The pressure for Osaka Bluteon starts here. Nishida and Yeshiki have to be the key scorers. Or do they? New man on court does the job. Ishikawa puts it away. Good set from Eromotoki, trusting the new middleman with the ball early. 1 apiece. Yeshiki to serve. Couple of aces in the match. That was a good one, but it was a great pass, and Yamas out of the back line can't make the kill. Tipped inside, defended well. Mazerski hits it hard. He can't put it away, but they get a free ball out of it. Goes back to Mazerski. I think Bluteon felt that was going to go to Takahashi, but that's nice set choices from Oya. Just fires it back to Mazerski, who puts his 20th point on the board and becomes the top scorer in the match. Two-1 to the home side. Takahashi's serving today has not been at its best. Other components of his game have been superb as usual, but that's the one area where he's struggled. Same for Nishida, although some signs of recovery with his service in set 4. He'll be at the line shortly. Next rotation, actually. Good defense. Oh, no. It was a pretty decent defensive touch from Kitara Nishikawa. It just wasn't quite high enough in the air for Ero Motoki to negotiate his way round the middleman and get to the ball. And the frustrations for Nishida increasing. Lovely pass. Nice defensive touch from Oya. Wow. That's a stunning hit. The pressure on Tomita Shoma is massive. His own court for Lopez, who's been having a fabulous game. Lopez off injured, the Cuban. I wish him all the best. Let's hope that's nothing serious. Tomita Shoma's come in and done a job. Now Nishida, first run at the service line. It's a good hit. It's a great pass from Takahashi. And it's a fabulous kill from Dmitry Mazurski, who's becoming the release ball once again for Suntory Sunbirds, and has been for the previous 6 seasons of his tenure with this club. And he did what his team needed him to do there. He didn't overhit that, he made sure of it. Now, big serve required. Big serve comes, ace serve from Dmitry Mazurski. It's almost unplayable. Gets all 110 kilos through the ball. And that ain't coming back either. He is going to be in the high 20s by the looks of it by the end of this match. And it's looking like Sunbirds have a chance. Tight pass, good pass. Well defended again. Oh no. So much space for Onodera to aim at, but even the experienced players get a little over-revved. And the 28-year-old snatched at that one. All he needed to do was pokey it past the defenders. Hindsight is a wonderful thing. It's an easy game from the commentary box and the grandstand and the armchair. Not so easy on that court. Yamas tested, has to hit the ball out of system against the 3 blockers. Does so pretty well. Good movement, really good mobility from Tomaszewski to get himself out and about. Watch that, it's to come the full width of the court to get into position for another tempo ball. 5-all. Osaka Bluteon hanging in there despite the best efforts of Mazurski and co. Just behind Alan Diamati. He adjusts so well to those. We saw TJ DeFalco for J-Tech Stings getting into some problems with the set that was behind him. Very similar set there, but Diamas stops himself, manages to get back and swing hard. What a serve, what a pass. Oh, it's mad. It's mad, I tell you. It's such a good watch. Stunning, stunning defensive pickup from Tomohiro Yamamoto on the service. Again, when his team need him to do it, Yeshiki steps up to the plate. Both he and Mazurski on the other side of the net now into 20 points. Yamauchi to serve, 6 apiece. Off the top of the net is good enough. That's certainly not Ran Takahashi's most convincing kill of the game, but it's a point nonetheless, and it's another smile for the superstar. Zoya the setter. He's had a solid game. 7-6 Sunbirds, the crowd join in again. Yeshiki, good pass. Nishida out of the back line. Absolutely marmalises that ball. Nearly vaporised that. You can't keep the big names out of the game. It may not have been his best match today, Nishida, but he's still on to 15 points and shares a bit of a smile through the net with the big man, Mazerski. Two completely contrasting opposites, and it's Mazerski that gets the next swing. Oh my goodness, what a play! What a play! Can't believe what I've just seen there. Tomohiro Yamamoto almost looked like he was trying to get out of the way of the Mazerski spike. And it hit him and stayed in play. Some serious bodies being put on the line here. Challenge it is. I think it's...
Sunbirds のポイントとなります。
Index finger on the left hand was in touch with the Mikasa. for a fraction of a second longer. Round we go then. 8 points is reached. Change of ends for the teams. And then we will restart. And it's felt like a couple of games within games, hasn't it? With the break. And the restart of one set all. Now Lopez departing the court. Followed by this long decision, which eventually goes Hoya and Suntory Sunbirds' way. Then the change of ends, and we're going to restart again with this mini race to 15. Top of his reach, Yeshiki can't get a full swing on it. And Takahashi can. Superb defence. But here's the chance for Sunbirds. Mazerski fires it off the block. Yeshiki gets on it. Sent wide by Motoki to Nishida. And he can still potentially play a role here, Nishida. It's funny how volleyball works. You can have a pretty tame game all the way through to the final stages, but if you come up with 5 kills in the last 8 points, your team is winning the match. Here's one of them. Good serve from Yeshiki, lovely pass though. And great blocking, really good read on the pipe. Yamas is stopped, and Kitara Nishikawa's contribution since coming on from the bench has been sensational. Oh, what a stop. What a reach into that angle. 9-8. Osaka Bluteon turn it round again. Yeshiki to serve. It's a good serve, it's a good pass, and Mazerski too good. Amazing, just fire it out to him and watch him hit that ball. Well, he's doing a good job at the moment with his game management. He's making some nice decisions. 9 apiece then. Takahashi needs to get a ball in court, which he does, but the pass is excellent. And Nishida makes it 2 kills in 2. Keep an eye on Yuji Nishida. I think that is Osaka Bluteon's key to victory, if he can fire. Similarly, Dmitry Mazerski has to get the job done, probably out of system a couple of times in the next few points. Overpass, another chance. Nishida gets it, Nishida kills it. 3 from 3 for Yuji Nishida. Here we go. Timeout called by Olivier Lecar. But it looks to me like the golden boy has come to the party when it most matters. Lovely set. Great finish. Complete with the full 360. Not done yet. Takahashi. Oya. Teammate Mazerski, not done yet. Nishida has managed to lock into a run of hitting form here, which may dictate where this match goes. Let's just see where he is in the rotation as well, because that is another factor, the serve, when he's in this kind of ebullient mood. Ishikawa after the break, so good coaching again from Lecar. Slow things down. Takahashi comes in, he's served brilliantly from the bench. Let's see if he can find another real missile here. Look for Nishida to get another ball. He's the hot hand at the moment. He's out on his far right side, front line. No, changes up, And that's a really nice decision and a really nice kill. Tommy Tashoma has done so well coming in to replace Lopez. Through Takahashi's service run is over, and Nikki leaves the court as well. Fujinaka, the broke. Here is the moment where everything can change. The game changer Nishida is at the baseline. What a hit. Oh my goodness, extreme recovery. Mazurski has done a fabulous job, and that keeps Suntory Sunbirds in the match. Nishida's last visit to the service line, they've got him to the back line as well. And Sunbirds are still in with a shot at winning this game, and this man can do it for them. Big serves required from Dmitry Mazurski. Big serve delivered, contained and tipped to the floor quite brilliantly by Tommy Tashoma, who's playing a bit of a starring role himself at the end of this game. Mazurski's serve is done, and unless we go deep into overtime, we won't be seeing Nishida or Mazurski again on the serve. 2 points away from victory. Osaka Bluteon have been stunning, even under strength. Oh, they've got him. It's Yeshki with the stuff block. It's a monster kill. And Thomas Yeshki, the star of the show for Osaka Bluteon, takes his team to match points, and 3 of them at that. 23rd point in the contest for Thomas Yeshki. Diamas, overpass, it's tight, it's contained, it's blocked, but it's recycled. Oh, superb stuff. Yamamoto makes the dig. And out of that pipe, Takahashi keeps his team in it for another point. Well, who's your money on here? If you were a blocker, if you're a middle blocker, who's your money on? Oya comes out, Kenji Sato comes in, purely for blocking. There's no setter on court for Suntory Sunbirds. It's all about serve and block. Who's your money on as a blocker? Is it going Yoshiki? Is it going Nishida? Oh, Diamas off the net, still alive. Yoshiki can't make it, recycled. Oh, he's won it. He's won it from the floor. And Yeshki, who started this game so brilliantly, finishes it brilliantly. 15-12 in the 5th set. And Osaka Bluteon make it back-to-back victories over the Suntory Sunbirds.